Now, let me quickly show you how this course is structured on Udemy. This is very important because you're going to be studying, so you need to know what's where, how you can access the tools that are in this course, and how you can actually begin studying so that when you start, you do it effectively. We are now on the course page on Udemy, and here on the left side, you can see the video screen. There are a couple of tools on the video screen. So first of all, you are able to increase the speed of the video. If the videos are slow for you, or if you just want to watch it quicker, then you can always adjust the speed. Next, you have the volume here, the transcript, so you can actually open the subtitles, and you can have increased or decreased quality depending on your internet connection. So on the right side, you actually see the panel where the course structure is shown. And I understand it's a long course, but it is very comfortably organized. So as you can see here, we have sections. Each section is a new topic. Right now, I am on section 1. Section 1 is the foundations of math, so basically the basics on the SAT. And here you have several videos. So section 1 is divided into several videos. In the last course video, basically a theoretical video where I explain the topic, you also have resources. In a few seconds, I'll tell you what those resources are. Now let's click on a random video here. And this video is a topic video where I explain you some concept. What you can always do is you can always make the screen bigger. You either by double clicking on the video, or you can also do it here, expanded view or full screen. And usually the classes are structured such that you see me on the top right corner, like here, but you see me twice, I guess, right now. Don't mind that. And on the bigger side of the screen, you see the concepts. I usually try to write everything that I am saying so that the students understand things better. So you will see me write a lot. And all of these concepts, you can take screenshots of. If you're taking notes, just take screenshots and then paste it in your iPad or in your tablet so that it's easier for you to study. Each video in each section is around 5 to 15 minutes long. That means each section is around 1 hour long, okay? Now let's come to the final video. So in the final video, I said there are some resources. What are the resources? The resources are divided into 3 in this math course: key takeaways, prompting guideline, and practice questions. Let me go over key takeaways. The moment you click on the file, it will be downloaded on your PC. And when you click on it again, then you have it here on a separate page opened as a PDF file. A PDF file is a file that you can open on your iPad, on your phone. You can send it to you via Messenger, and you can always access it on your phone whenever you're traveling or when you're far away from your computer. That's very convenient. And this key takeaways file summarizes everything that was explained in the section. So in this first section, I explained the basics of math, and in the key takeaways file, you will basically see everything that I talked about. Okay, I have given some definitions of terms. I also showed how you can rearrange an equation, and I explained how coordinate plane is structured. And these are all the things that you need to know for the SAT because there are questions about those topics. So that's a very comfortable way for you to review or repeat what you learned in the videos by just going over the key takeaways file in the resources. Now, the second thing that I showed you in the resources is the prompting guide. What's a prompting guide? Now we're living in the age of AI. All of us are familiar with ChatGPT, Gemini, and so many other AI tools. And we usually ask questions to those AI tools, and those AI tools are able to reply and give us very effective and short answers. Now, if you learned a certain topic in my course and you didn't understand it well, then you can use the prompting guide to copy and paste questions into your favorite AI tool, and it will explain you the topic that I explained in the section using different examples or different vocabulary, or maybe in your own language, all right? So that's a very, very comfortable, cool tool that I suggest you to use. For example, in the first section, I explained about integers, rounding numbers, definition of product and sum, order of operations. So if you didn't understand the order of operations, you could just paste this into your AI tool and it will explain to you better. Okay? So that's what the prompting guide is. And finally, the most important resource is the practice questions file. And once you download it and open it on a new tab, you will see a file with questions that are from sources that are very similar to College Board's SAT, the digital SAT. And by solving those questions, you'll be directly getting prepared for the digital SAT questions related to the topic that you learned. Without solving these questions, you will really not prepare well. I suggest you always to try and solve all of these questions, and you're gonna get used to it. It's very easy. It's not hard. After you watch the videos, you will know the topics, and these questions will be fun to solve. And on the left side, you will see the question with answer choices. Sometimes there are no answer choices because you know on the SAT, you also have those types of questions. And on the right side, you will see a solution window where if you're using an iPad or a tablet, you can basically open this file on it and solve the question using the solution space. And I understand sometimes you don't need the solution space, but if a question is long or if you decided that you need some space for solution, you should use that space. And in each section, I have around 5 to 15 questions. And of course, at the end of the practice material, I have the answers. But the best thing about this course is the fact that after each last video, there is a practice solution video where I solve the questions that you have in your practice file. I solve them. I explain everything that you have to know about that question. I give you more tips. I tell you how else the question could look like on the SAT. Basically, it's a very convenient way of practicing because you're not left without answers. You are left with a lot of explanation. And if you're not sure if you did something right or wrong, then you can always go into that practice solution video, watch it, and compare your own solutions. And that's basically how each section is structured. So you have the course video where I explain a topic. I begin with an interesting quote or something, and then I explain you the subject. And then you have the last video, and then you have resources, and then you have the practice solution video. Now, I should note that this is a long course because SAT is an exam where you have a whole bunch of topics, many, many, many topics. But one thing that you should do is if you are starting from zero, you should watch the entire course from the first section until the last section, chronologically, one by one. But if you already scored a good score on the SAT and you need to improve some skills, if you're struggling with only a few topics, then you should go directly to those topics. You can find them looking at the section title: geometry, trigonometry, circles, imaginary number, which is not really a subject anymore, but there are still some questions related to it. Exponential functions, percentages, polynomials, whatever. Whatever you are struggling on the real test, you can find that topic and you can practice in a targeted manner. So you can only, focus on that topic if you want to. Basically, there's a lot of flexibility in this course, and there are great tools on this course. As you can see here, the reviews are 4.7 stars as of today, and there were over 380 students enrolled. The total length of the course is 32 hours, and of course, you can watch this a little bit faster if you prefer to learn faster. That's absolutely fine, and most students do that. Now, I hope this video answered some of the questions regarding the course structure, but you should also experiment a little bit. So starting the next video, so the first topic video, start watching the course and see if the topics are easy or hard for you. If they're hard, repeat the videos. If they're easy, skip some videos. Don't forget to practice. If you need summaries, don't forget to use the key takeaways files. And remember, this is a very flexible course. You can watch it on your phone, on your tablet. You can solve the questions on your tablet or print them out and solve them on a piece of paper. And you can always start where you left off because Udemy is a website that allows you to do that. So don't be afraid of losing data, losing information. As long as you're logged in, you can watch the course from wherever you stopped on any computer all around the world. And that's very comfortable. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful, and I'll see you in the next video.